Wait till he get a belt.
Yeah.
He ain't did nothing in the welterweight today.
You
When
have
he get
did
a belt,
nothing.
when he
You
get a
have
belt,
did
you want to
You
go
have
over
did
there. Keith Thurman want to go over there, and now y'all want to say, "Oh, I ain't fought nobody," but I got a belt now, so why?
Okay. Sean Porter got a belt too.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt too. Sean Porter. So why am I go to easy road and you not Sean Porter out? So why am I go to easy road and you not Sean Porter out?
So why am I go to easy road and you not Sean Porter out? So why am I go to easy road and you not Sean Porter out?
Who mans is this? Get him the fuck out of here.
So what do I do, YouTube? It's your boy King David in this thing, and I'm back at y'all again with another video. Okay, so before we get going on a video, man, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, hit the like button, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe one time for your boy, so we can continue to grow like we need to grow on this channel. You know what I mean? Alright, so y'all see what the title of the video is, man. According to Mike Coppinger, Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman are nearing a done deal for April. Right? Let me say that shit one more time, bro. I say Errol Spence and Keith Thurman are nearing a done deal for a fight in April. Oh man. So much to say, so little time, y'all. So, first and foremost, man. Let's just talk about how real boxing fans knew this was going to be the move from last year. My guy AB said in August that this would be the next fight, right? And here we are in 2023 of January, and the next fight for Errol Spence Jr. is Keith Thurman. Right? So, honestly and truly, bro, this is all according to plan as when it comes to Errol Spence Jr. This man never had any intention of fighting a Terrence Bud Crawford, but the plan was to always fight a Keith Thurman. I mean, he even mentioned it when he was talking about the easy route, right? And I know there's going to be a lot of Errol Spence fanboys that disagree with what I say, but can we just talk about how easy this fight was to be made? Can we talk about how easy this fight was to be made between Errol Spence Jr. and Keith Thurman? I mean, come on, y'all. It took Terrence Bud Crawford over 3 months just to get the first draft from Errol Spence Jr., right? But here we are, and Errol Spence is somehow able to get a fight done with Keith Thurman in what seems like no time, right? And not to mention the sheer convenience of this whole thing. I mean, Keith Thurman, after fighting Mario Barrios, a 140-pounder, somehow finds himself in a title eliminator for the WBC belt, right? I mean, the sheer convenience of all this is just too hard to ignore, y'all. I mean, it took 6 months of negotiating with a Terrence Bud Crawford just to come up with a trash ass deal like 35-65 with no guarantee and no transparency, right? But these dudes were able to get a deal done with Keith Thurman in what seemed to be like less than a month, less than a week, less than a day, right? It's so difficult to put together a fight with a Terrence Bud Crawford, but ain't no problems for making a fight with a Keith Thurman. And you know what I really want to see? I really want to see whether or not there's a guarantee for this fight. I really want to see whether or not Keith Thurman takes the same 35% that Terrence Bud Crawford was expected to take, right? I mean, I highly doubt it because we've seen the track record of that. We saw that Ugas got a guarantee. Danny Garcia got a guarantee. Sean Porter got a guarantee. Your Dennis Ugas got a guarantee, and all of them got a higher percentage split than what they were offering to Terrence Bud Crawford. But I'm just curious to see whether or not it'll be the same thing with a Keith Thurman. Nevertheless, though, I digress. Because the fact that this fight is nearing fruition, it proves a few different things, right? I mean, the first thing that it proves is that Errol Spence is a liar, right? Now, real boxing fans knew this, but for some reason, Errol Spence fans seem to be delusional beyond belief and seem to believe that Errol Spence is a man of his word. But my question to you is, if Errol Spence is a man of his word, like you say he is, then explain to me why he would fight a guy that he said he would never fight. Y'all gotta make it make sense. Why would Errol Spence fight a guy he said he would never fight if he's a man of his word? One. And then two, why didn't Errol Spence spin the block like he said he would do? Right? So you got a man that's lied on 2 different occasions about 2 different things, but you niggas are still under the impression that Errol Spence Jr. is a man of his word. I'm just trying to figure out what you niggas smoke on a daily basis in order to get you to believe this kind of goofy shit. Right? I mean, the man's been proven to be a liar. You can't believe nothing that he says. All them little tweets that he done put out there talking about the negotiations and how things are going. How could you believe this man when he's just lied to all the fans on 2 different occasions about 2 different things? Right? The second thing this proves is that once again, Errol Spence is a duck. He's a duck, y'all. I don't get how anyone could miss it, but Errol Spence is once again a duck. Because again, what's the reason for Errol Spence Jr. fighting Keith Thurman in April when he has the opportunity to fight Terrence Bud Crawford? Huh? What is it, because Keith Thurman's a mandatory? Well, you know unifications take precedence over mandatories. Is it because Errol Spence needs a tune-up? Well, Errol Spence already said he doesn't take tune-ups. Is it because Bud Crawford's not available? Bud Crawford already said he was waiting on Errol Spence to spin the block, so we know he's available. So what's the problem? Right? Oh, I know what you fanboys are going to say. You're going to say, well, Bud ducked out in the negotiations for the fight when they fought Avanesian. Where's your proof of that? Where's your proof that Bud left the negotiations with Errol Spence Jr.? Right? You can take a fight for 1 year when you had another fight scheduled for next year, right? And then you niggas get even dumber with your commentary when you say he should have signed a contract, knowing full well that there was never a contract to be signed. As a matter of fact, according to a lot of different credible sources, most fights aren't even signed until the day of the fight. So what the fuck are you niggas talking about? Right? Another thing that this proves is that Errol Spence is a coward. Yeah, I said it, he a coward. Straight coward. You know why I say that? Because the rumor is that this fight with Thurman is actually supposed to be at 154 pounds. But hold up. My question is, if you're going to go up to 154 pounds for a fight, why not fight a 154 pounder? A Tony Harrison, a Erickson Lubin, a Jamel Charlo. Why not go up to 154 pounds and fight a real 154 pounder? Why fight a welterweight at junior middleweight? I'm just trying to figure out how that works. Right? But the other part of that is you're officially leaving the 147 pound weight division. You're leaving behind all the fights that everybody wanted to see. You're leaving behind the Terrence Bud Crawford fight. But in addition to leaving behind the Terrence Bud Crawford fight, which we all know you don't want, Errol Spence, but you're leaving behind all those fights, all those mandatory obligations that you got now, right? I mean, according to all you fanboys, if you don't fight a mandatory, you're a duck, right? Of course, we know you niggas pick and choose when you're gonna use that rule, but going off of y'all's rule, if Errol Spence don't fight both Stanley Jonas and Jaron Ennis before moving up, he's a duck. He's a coward. He left the division without proving that he's the best in the division, and those are just the facts. But all in all, man, this fight with Thurman comes as no surprise, man. I think real boxing fans knew that it was coming a mile away. We knew that it was the play. We know that this was the route that Errol Spence was going to go, because he told us a long time ago that he was always looking to take the easy route. And that's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he did, and that's exactly what he's doing, and that's exactly what he's going to continue to do, because he doesn't believe in his skills as a fighter. He doesn't believe in his skills as a fighter. He doesn't believe he can win. I know a lot of you fanboys think that he could beat Bud Crawford, but obviously he don't. The fact of the matter is, Errol Spence is using this fight with Thurman as cover. He's using it as protection. He's using it as a way out. Literally at this particular point in time. Not only is Thurman a much easier fight than the Terrence Bud Crawford, but he's moving up in weight. He's moving up in weight and avoiding Terrence Bud Crawford, along with all the other welterweights that he's obligated to fight. But we know you fanboys aren't going to hold him accountable. You're going to continue to let this man call himself the big fish. You're going to continue to let this man go without fighting the best guys in and or around his weight division. You're going to continue to let this man talk and act as if he's doing everything he's supposed to do when he ain't doing shit by fighting Keith Thurman in a fight that nobody wants to see. Right? So to wrap up, not only is Errol Spence the biggest duck in professional boxing, but he's also proven himself to be a liar, and then at the same time a coward. But I'm gonna go ahead, man. I'm gonna wrap the video up right here, man. Let me know what your thoughts is, bro. Hit it up in the comment section below. What do you think about Errol ducking the whole welterweight division, moving up to 154 pounds, and once again ducking Terrence Bud Crawford? Let me know what your thoughts is below, man. Hit it up in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And everybody, and I do mean everybody, be sure to hit that goddamn like button on your way out. But until next time, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
Spence and Crawford are fighting. Who wins?
Who's the king of the welterweights?
I think after seeing their fight, Porter and Crawford, I think you've got to lean towards Crawford now.
Sugar Ray with Spence and Crawford.
Thank you for
Yeah.
Everybody know who won that fight. He think we Errol Spence.
Okay.
Errol Spence, he'll be people look, he'll get knocked out more than 6 rounds.
Crawford's a bad boy, but Spence is a pressure cooker, so if he can maintain with Crawford early, then he can make a good fight. But if he ain't on his game, they might be right.
Crawford reminds me of me, bro. So I'm pretty sure you know how I feel about that. Ain't nobody else gonna say that, but I'ma say it. The way he approached that shit, he don't see none of them guys. He don't care nothing about none of them guys.
Got him! Got him!
See what I did, compared to what he did. So that's what happened. As soon as the stoppage happened, that's what happened there.